guys, my name is Jaden. I'm the small business owner of Ep.1 Crochet here on this enchanted corner of the internet, and welcome to my knitting series where I try to knit as many tops as possible. I've already started this series on my YouTube shorts, and you are now watching the long form video version of it. We are going to start with a tube top. The very first knitted top I made was in my YouTube shorts, and I felt like it was very messy. I'm over here trying to bring back my knitting skills, and I need more practice. And so we're gonna just go back to the basics and start with something very simple like a tube top. I'm gonna show you guys the yarn swatches. Well, not yarn swatches, let's be one solid color basically. And I will show you guys what it's made out of. I'm hoping it's going to feel very soft. I believe it is a wool yarn, and I don't want it to feel scratchy, but we'll see how we start out. So before we get started, I have a quick little disclaimer kind of thing. I am very, very tired of getting my videos copyrighted. It is very difficult going on the hunt trying to find uncopyrighted music, and sometimes you will find it and then a couple months later the artist changes their terms and conditions and it's now copyrighted. So your video will be fine, and then like months later it's now saying copyright, and then I know in the future when I start making money off these videos there's the chance that the video could get removed or demonetized, and I don't want that, and I want to go ahead and like fix that now. And so all the music that I have been using, I'm just scrapping it all, and from now on I'm going to be using my own music that I wrote. Like I've written over like 50 songs in the past like 6 years. I have a piano keyboard, like I'm always writing music. And so we're gonna try something, and I'm gonna incorporate my own music. Most of it is piano. Yes, there's lyrics attached to it, but I'm just gonna record everything instrumentally. Let me know how you guys feel about it. I'm a little worried that my music is not gonna match the vibe of my content or the aesthetic of my content, because the music I write has a lot of dark chords, very low, melancholy sounding chords. Like they're very dark notes, and my music, the tone is like very heavy and it can almost sound sad a little bit, and I feel like it's not going to coordinate with my content, but I'm going to try it out and see. Let me know what you guys think about it, because I don't, of course, because it's my own music, I'm not going to know whether it's going to pass the vibe check or not when it comes to the kind of content I make. You know, of course I'm gonna think it sounds amazing because I wrote it, but I need your guys' opinion. So let me know in the comments and tell me what you guys think. Does it coordinate? Does it like follow? Let's go ahead and get started with the first top. Hey you guys, so many hours later after filming my new intro, I'm finally starting, and this is the yarn that I chose. It is from Hobby, and it is like maybe 70% wool and a mix of something else. Not actually sure. I believe it is mohair and wool mix, but it's majority wool, and I'm just hoping that after making this top it's not going to make me extremely hot. I have no clue how breathable wool is, but I figured it should be fine because I'm just hoping it turns out great. So before I actually start, I'm trying to make sure that my knitted stitches are tight enough, because if you go and watch my YouTube short, my stitches are really loose and it looks messy. That's because I just kind of rushed into that top. I was like, let me just see where this takes me. Didn't really do many practices, but this is my first time. I know it's hard to see because it's only a couple of rows, but this is what it looks like. That's about how tight I want them. And so I think we're gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna search up a tutorial on how to knit in the round because I don't want to do that back and forth thing. That's what I did for my very first top. I don't want that. We're gonna try knit in the round, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Here's what my cast-ons look like. After watching the tutorial, she said you were supposed to fill up your needle, and I basically did as much as I could that matched basically the circumference of my bust. So this is what it looks like. I always thought that in knitting, people basically cast on their measurements, basically the circumference of their bust or maybe their waist. I thought that people cast on their measurements, but apparently it's not quite exactly like that. It works a little differently, but I'm still learning. But this is what I have. Of course, the top is gonna basically start here, so that's about exactly how much I cast it on, you see. And because I'm knitting on the round, I'm trying to get it as exact as possible, and I did a little more to have some ease so I could move around. I'm thinking I should cast on a little more, but I know that when I cast off, like when you end a project, the project stretches out. At least for my very first top I did. But I think my stitches were so loose that it stretched out so much. And I don't think it was supposed to do that. Here is where we are at. I'm gonna go ahead and close the round and start the very first couple of rows. And we will see where we are from there. All right, you guys, I know, weird and odd time to stop, but my hands are getting cramped like crazy from knitting my previous top. Didn't even end up working out. It's a wearable, it's just like I have to make some tweaks to it in order for it to look finished. But that caused my hands to cramp so much, and I did my cast on so tight, it's taking me a minute to get each one. Here's where row 1 starts. These are just regular cast-ons, and I'm just gonna finish the rest in the morning. It's 12 a.m. right now. I have responsibilities to take care of in the morning, and I want to make sure I get some sleep first. So I will be back. Good morning. It is the next day, of course. I did my morning routine, my skincare, all that, and I DoorDashed some cereals and breakfast items, and I'm waiting on that to come. And in the meantime, of course, we're going to knit, and I'm going to try and knit slightly looser because I did my cast-ons so tight I can barely get the needle through. But I did that to make sure that I wasn't starting off too loose either. I'm also going to try and go on a hike because I love hiking and I haven't done it in so long. And part of like the Artist Way book, you're supposed to do like an artist date. And basically I'm going to go on this trail. I'm gonna try and be out there for like an hour or two. We'll see. I'm gonna take you guys along with me because that's a part of nourishing your creative well, as I should say it. Basically going to try and sketch what is right in front of me or write down exactly what I see, because I'm hoping it's going to ground me, because I am someone that's in my head all the time, and sometimes that prevents me from putting more energy towards like my creative projects. So that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully it doesn't rain. We're gonna do that, and hopefully it doesn't rain. It thunderstormed yesterday and it's looking like it might thunderstorm today, and I want to at least be out there for 30 minutes. It's not raining right now, but it looks like it's gonna rain, so I might have to move it to Sunday, tomorrow. I work tomorrow and I prefer to do it on a day where I don't work, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
think it's been 2 hours of knitting maybe, and my hands are in so much pain. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm gonna do some finger exercises, and then I'm gonna take a quick break because I feel like that's the only way I don't destroy my fingers. Because working with bigger needles, whether it's crochet or knitting, it genuinely takes more strength, and I have very little upper body strength, and so it just feels very weird. So I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna play my piano, see if I can come up with some more songs. Probably isn't gonna help all that much with my finger pain that I'm having, but when you're playing piano keys, it's very light. I'm not having to squeeze anything. So, and another thing, I originally was supposed to have all my songs have lyrics, but I was in chorus for like all of middle school, all of high school. I had a very strong voice when it came to singing. I had trouble belting, and I still do. Pretty much I've lost that, and so that's why all my songs are instrumental. It's this really complicated thing that I'm trying to figure out, and I would love to have a vocal coach, but I do not have money to pay for that. Maybe eventually I will. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do for maybe the next hour. Excuse me. Charles? Thank you. You want to help me come up with something? Oh, the attitude you're giving me. I'm looking for fairy core. I'm not wanting dark notes. We're going for lighter notes, Charles. Well, I have something started, so the last melody that I came up with, we're gonna go with that. So, odd thing that's happening to me right now, my eyes feel really strained. I've never felt anything like this, and I feel a
migraine coming on.
It could be because I don't drink water very much, so I'm gonna chug some water and maybe that'll help. I am supposed to be wearing glasses, and the last time I wore glasses, I'm supposed to be wearing them when I'm driving. I usually don't, and I should. I really should. I can't see a thing in this eye, and so this eye kind of makes up for lack of vision in this eye. It's probably time for me to go to the eye doctor. It feels like I slept with my eyes bugged open like this. That's what it's feeling like. It feels like I feel it in the back of my eyes, like behind my eyes. It feels like I have strained my eyes somehow. It's like there's a needle coming from behind and poking at the back of my eyeballs. Maybe I should Google it. Or maybe I shouldn't. Google's probably gonna tell me some ridiculous stuff. We're just gonna do this. So yeah, they feel a little bit better now. This looks so crazy and so ridiculous. So row 7 or 8, I think that's where we're at. I'm gonna try this on. From the looks of it, the way it's like scrunching up, I just know this is probably gonna be too big, and I genuinely thought I had my cast-ons perfect. I have to cinch this top when we're finished. I will. This much left. The bottom is basically gonna rest on here, right? I have this much extra cast-ons. Here, I'm gonna have to lower it. I have maybe like, that looks like about 15 extra cast-ons that I did not need. Because mind you, like,
what is that?
It's in the back. It's scrunched. Oh, that's so irritating because in knitting, like, cast-ons will look perfect, and then as you knit, everything just expands. We're just gonna have to work with what I've got. I believe that was, oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I did about, I think 5 or 6 hours of knitting today. I believe it's 5, and that's about all my fingers can handle. We'll come back to it tomorrow. Now I'm gonna do everything but knitting. I have a ton of yarn. This is from the Collectible Cats. This is yarn towards the top. This is, wait, I have more. Yeah, these I can put on my spindle or whatever you call it and put on this thing. These I can't. So for the rest of the day, you guys are just gonna watch me spin my yarn, and we're gonna just, all these ones, this one was in one of those pretzel knot things. I have no clue how to untie it, and I ended up just disheveling it. So all of these I'm gonna unravel and make into yarn cakes so that I can put them on the spindle thing. I have invested a lot into shop drops. Like, I did a fall collection, I did a spring plus summer, I did a collectibles. I believe I did one more. I think I did a shop update. So I feel like I haven't done much long form. I've done a ton of short form content, and I want to just, you know, kind of get away from that and put out more long form content. I also make a lot of tops, and I have plenty of tops right now. I need bottoms, and so I know this is my knitting top series, but you'll probably, one of these episodes, you'll probably see me actually knit a skirt. In order to make those items efficiently and quickly, I would like to re-roll these. So that's what we're gonna do for the rest of this video, and then there'll be episode 2, and probably in episode 2 probably be more than halfway through. I'm probably gonna try and have the top finished by episode 2. I went back to see what I actually ordered and what these are. So all of these right here are 100% wool. This one is baby alpaca. I believe it's called alpaca breeze. And then this one is 75% merino wool mixed with polymade. So basically my entire yarn collection is basically wool, including the other bag. I like the way wool looks. It looks feathery and it just looks amazing, especially this one. Anyways, I'm grabbing a random strand. I'm grabbing a random strand, and I'm just gonna go from there. Pretty sure this entire thing is like really knotted, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm really good at untangling knots, luckily. Just looking at this, I already know that I'm gonna purchase this again. It's giving like fairy dust, but in like string form. It's so pretty. We have these. I did all the purples and the pinks, and I'm gonna save the blues and the greens probably for the next video. Seeing all these colors together has me thinking, like, I should start doing more multicolored projects. Like, it's not hard for me to do multicolor. I don't know why I haven't done them yet. But if I were to make a skirt with these 3 colors, how beautiful would that be? You know, it's gonna give like sea green, Ravenclaw kind of thing. And then I was also thinking the sparkly one that I have from the very first knitted top I made, mixed with this one, maybe mixed with this, you know, and make like a fairy core top. How cute would that be? Another forest nymph, you know, top. So that would be really cool. That was my first episode of knitting tops. When I come back, I'll probably be more than halfway through, like I said, and get to how I'm going to style it and all the extra add-ons I'm going to do. As always, these videos are meant to inspire you and utilize every creative bone in your body. I hope that inspiration and all that, I hope that I haven't done that for you. Maybe this will help you try a new creative skill that you kind of have lost, because I did once have done knitting. I just went into crochet and I was way faster at it. It was just easy for me. It was just like something that I could do with my eyes closed. Of course, my channel is very versatile. I'm also like trying a new editing style that, you know, hopefully will coordinate with my music more, since I'm really tired of getting my videos copyrighted. But maybe that's what needs to happen in order for me to utilize my most creative self, you know? Yeah, and stay tuned for episode 2.